The Occult History of the Saturn Death Cult. Written by Troy D. McLaughlin. Saturn and the rise of the gods industry. The hidden link between global cataclysms, sex magic, blood rituals, guns, oil, drugs, and slavery. The literal and physical journey the planet Saturn has taken from being a brown dwarf star and Earth's original sun to its subsequent banishment to the outer reaches of our current solar system is the story of the known ages of man according to mythological, esoteric, and occult traditions. The story has become the basis for secretive mystery schools and warped theologies, sex and blood-based rituals, alchemically driven sciences and arts. It is the force behind the continuing struggle between those of the blood and those of the earth. It is the conflict between the love of money and the love of justice. It feeds motives to commit conspiracy to suppress, yet its memory lies hidden beneath our fears for the future. It is both the word and flesh from the beginning of human experience, the origin of both civilization and war. It is the story of the four ages of man. Worldwide mythologies and esoteric traditions generally talk of a cycle of 4 ages of man. The ages should not be confused with scientific communities' demarcations of Stone Age, Bronze Age, and Iron Age historical progression. Broadly speaking, the tradition split mankind's experiences into gold, silver, bronze, and iron epochs in the ages of man. Today we are said to live in an iron age of industry and technology. Before that, a bronze age of heroic mythology existed, preceded by a silver age born out of chaos that ended that greatest of ages, the mythic paradise known as the Golden Age. The Purple Dawn of Man. Yet, even before this golden age, in which man enjoyed a tranquil existence, devoid of want and bathed in the perfect light of a perfect and timeless sun, there was a primordial dawn of eternal twilight, the distant age wrapped in a sea of celestial purple, radiating a dense and global warmth from a single orb permanently stationed at the far north of the heavens. To primordial man, this was the time of the Purple Dawn, the great dream time of our distant past, celebrated in the oral and written traditions of ancient peoples the world over. At that time, there was no sun as we know it today. There was no way to tell day from night. No stars could be seen through the dense atmospheric purple haze, and there was no moon from which to tell the passing of time by its phases, or from which the Earth's oceans could be influenced in great tidal movements. Man lived in a perpetual state of dusky darkness. The warm and bountiful purple hue permeated all existence, and the nocturnal thrived. Like an eye looking into the world from a swirling purple chaos in the heavens, primordial man would have seen one pale disk of light radiating its benign presence from a position locked at the celestial North Pole. It had always been there, its presence an integral yet silent ethereal part of the Earth's landscape and mankind's experience. Looking back from today, we can identify this primordial sun as a brown dwarf star, which would have radiated more energy than bright light. When taking into account the descriptions that have come down to us from the ancients, we can determine that this particular brown dwarf star typically would have provided a far-reaching heliosphere or plasma sheath, which extended out into space in an egg-like cocoon embrace of the Earth. This would have uniformly bounced the star's warm radiation back onto the planet, producing a purplish primordial glow related to us by these ancient traditions. To the ancients of the golden, silver, and bronze ages, this sun-like disk was routinely identified as the god Kronos in Greek, or in Latin, Saturn. It was said to be the original and the best sun. It was the first sun before the coming of the red star we today call the sun. Today, this very same disk seen by the ancients is now firmly established as the actual planet Saturn, a former brown dwarf star, and now a distant spot of light at the outer reaches of our current solar system. The journey this disk-like orb of light took from being Earth's primordial sun to becoming the distant ring gas giant is the story of the known ages of man.